60 million tons of e-waste were generated worldwide. This is a growing number and it will keep growing in the coming years.
It's the fastest growing waste stream in the world, so I think it deserves some interest and attention.
The global problem, the global challenge. South Africa, like any other country, is no exception to it.
We have limited landfill space available in this country and globally, and there are elements within the electronic waste that can leach toxins into the ground.
We mine materials, we create a product, a phone for example, we throw it away and we do it all again. So we extract resources from the environment. But the earth is finite. We have to find a way to reuse materials from the old products. So this whole concept is called the circular economy.
The latest statistics indicate that we probably formally recycle about 12% of all the electronic waste that is generated in South Africa. The big question remains, where is the rest going? It might go a lot to landfill, despite the fact that we actually have a ban on landfilling for e-waste.
Well, SECO is the Swiss State Secretariat for Economic Affairs. And in South Africa, we support sustainable and inclusive economic growth. We found quite a number of projects in various sectors. The sustainable recycling industries, SRRI, is one of them.
Our mission, let's say, is to accelerate the uptake of circular economy and sustainable resource management. This is really important in developing countries which lack infrastructure, and if we can accelerate this, this is amazing. Yeah.
The SRRI program in South Africa aims to support policy development, strengthen regulatory framework, build local recycling capacities, and foster public-private partnerships to enhance the country's e-waste management ecosystem. Our main partners and direct contractor partners are the World Resource Forum, WRF, and the Swiss Federal Laboratories for Materials Science and Technologies, EMPA. They are the implementing partners. An important, crucial partner in the South African government is, of course, the Department of Forestry, Fishery and Environment, the FFE.
The SRRI program has four main areas. Working on e-waste policy, it's setting norms and standards, including the training of e-waste experts and auditors. It's identifying business opportunities and also finding solutions for hazardous waste.
So SRRI program focuses on really developing local capacities to manage the e-waste, and this is done through country teams in each of the countries.
If you talk about circulating resources, what better resource is out there than electronic waste? I also like the idea to expand our vision beyond just recycling to more refurbishment, recovery of function.
SRRI has been incredibly useful as this platform for engagement, but it is also made up of a small team. We're dynamic, we can work together quite quickly, we can respond to things quite quickly, and I think that agility is really a strength within the team as well.
We developed actually a draft policy for the government with key objectives that speak to also key deliverables from our government, like informal sector integration, small and medium enterprise development, and obviously the safe management of e-waste. So that policy is now in an advanced stage, which is very exciting.
So the SRRI program has assisted us a lot as government to draft the WE policy. We don't have enough infrastructure to deal with these waste streams, particularly in the rural areas. So we're trying to make sure that we come up with a mechanism from a policy perspective to ensure that there's a level playing field, that all areas of our country are covered.
And this is a really crucial document because it gives you the overarching vision of where South Africa would like to get to when it comes to e-waste management, but also extending our understanding of e-waste management to more of a systems level thinking.
We have also in the last 4 years compiled an entire conformity assessment scheme with all the documents, including norms and standards, which are basically the rule books for all the e-waste practitioners in South Africa, minimum technical and operational requirements. The SRRI project has also actively contributed to the development of e-waste curriculum in South Africa.
The norms and standards will assist us as government in terms of regulating the sector, where we don't have to try and find solutions, but rather allow the industry to self-regulate in a way.
So the impact of the WE policy and the norms and standards will definitely increase the standard of operations in terms of how waste is managed in South Africa. It sets a standard for informal players, for more advanced recycling facilities, and it sets an even and level playing field for everybody.
The We Are Lembe partnership that we initiated was a way to bring together stakeholders that were all operating in the region, including the local and district municipalities, the PROs and recyclers, to try and really bring together the knowledge and the resources of the different role players in the region. We decided to actually expand We Are Lembe from a very local initiative to a country-wide knowledge platform. And so we developed what's called We Are South Africa, which is a national website to try and really just grow awareness across the country about the importance of proper e-waste management.
We also had 3 webinars, one on lithium-ion batteries, one on your solar PV, your solar panels, and we had a workshop on e-waste plastics. The benefit of these workshops and webinars was that we worked with academics, we worked with industry specialists, with recyclers from South Africa and India in particular, to kind of get that cross-country understanding of how e-waste is managed.
Very soon I'll be an expert in this field because of the workshops that I've got, the networks that I've got. I have grown into this sector because every time I come to the workshop, I realize that what I thought I know is not enough.
SRRI are asking some questions that no one else is asking in the e-waste sector, and we've been very much involved in the legislation development alongside them, just from an actual industry perspective of e-waste.
How do you create the right number of jobs, but while also trying to save the environment and diverting waste away? Sustainability is and has always been what the globe needs right now.
What SRRI has done was to concentrate on matters of policy and standards, while we were busy with the day-to-day knitting of putting a PRO together. We really appreciated the role they've played in canvassing PROs, in the establishing of norms and standards.
So we've been involved with SRRI on research side, and also on demonstrating and testing audit tools and samples. The future of e-waste is the business opportunities and employment opportunities for the small upcoming companies.
The education as a whole around e-waste management, around refurbishment, it's definitely evolved a lot in the last two years, creating that culture of circularity that is super important to becoming self-sufficient and sustainable.
South Africa as a whole, I feel we could work together with schools, businesses and the government to find a solution around the challenges that we have. Incorporating awareness in the schooling education and businesses supporting circularity through the purchase of refurbished materials.
We've built a really strong body of knowledge around a range of areas that really will help support grow e-waste management in South Africa by guiding government, supporting local industries, creating broad awareness to households and the general public about how to manage e-waste.
We've seen that stakeholders within the WE sector, particularly in the industry, the recycling, and the PROs that are implementing EPR are coming together now where before, you never had that kind of collaboration.
I think a very nice angle of the SRRI project, it's really the different levels we are working in. The policy level, which is crucial to establish the framework for the sector, but then also the direct work with companies, trying to find solutions and supporting them in doing better business. And this brings nice support to all the value chain. It's a holistic approach, I believe.